Hey everyone, welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast.
All the best countdowns end at 3.
All the best countdowns do end at 3. That's pro. The last two
the
are
best
mental.
What downs?
All the best countdowns.
I thought you said the C
He
word.
did say it.
Cut downs?
A little bit. It was kind of mumbled, but
So
it
this
sounded
week,
naughty.
Gus
Gavin.
Michael?
Burnie.
and Gus, as always.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to you
Both of
too.
you.
We were out of town. We're back though.
We were out of town for the last podcast, though, were we?
No, we were here.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
Okay.
Finish
Calm
telling
down.
your story. What happened? Alan gave you an oyster.
He gave me,
One
first of all,
oyster.
he gave him an oyster shooter, which is like a shot
Oh.
glass filled with blended oyster and,
hot
tomato
sauce and
juice
stuff,
and hot
yeah.
sauce. Yeah.
So I slurped that down, and that was fine. It was kind of like, ugh. Then the next day at breakfast,
Took it like a champ, by the way.
I was at a restaurant having breakfast, and I was sat like this. Sat like this, like resting in the sun. I was like,
Did you
oh,
do
this is
anything
nice.
different?
What do you mean?
Like you were sitting and you're like, I was sat like this, and you just moved around in the chair, and then
I
you're
let-
still
I let
sitting.
Fred
he-
down,
Michael-
like-
his
Michael
butts
here
were
was like
forward a
this. I was sitting like this. There you go.
But
Like
you see,
that.
what I've done is I've repositioned it so my anus isn't under me. It's like in front of me.
Yeah, it's all about the angle of the
You
anus.
can't see it. I mean, it's,
Okay. Audience who are listening, Gavin slightly moved his anus.
Gavin went from a puckered position to unpuckered.
All right, so I'm there. I finished, finished all my food. Just sat there.
What'd you
and
have?
then like pancakes and eggs and bacon and stuff.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
not relevant. It's about to be very relevant.
my anus. It wasn't like sometimes you can gamble on a fart and you can bet the wrong way on it.
Right, your separator doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But what happened is that my anus just leaked water, like pooey water. And I was like, well, if it went like this.
This is while you're still at the table.
Yeah, I was. It just,
How
it
did
just
it go?
sounded like a slushy wet, and I was like, that was a weird fart. I didn't even see that coming. And then I was like, huh. And I was like, oh God, have I like properly?
Oh.
So I was like, I'll be right back.
fart.
I was like, I'll be right back.
Did you tell anyone at the table anything, or did you
I
just
just
excuse
said,
yourself?
be right back.
Is everyone else
He was on a
underwater
date,
for second?
pretty much, at that point.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna nip to the bog. And then
to the bog.
and I felt it like all runny.
But little did you know the
coming
bog
down
was
my-
already in your pants.
Yeah. So I went to the bathroom.
over your nips.
I went to the bathroom,
Oh, God.
which didn't lock,
Oh my God.
which is a nightmare. Pulled it down. Absolute catastrophe. Absolute danger zone down there. So
Oh my God.
bundled up my underwear, got rid of that, threw it away. Spent about 20 minutes cleaning just swampy goop.
Did you leave a trail from your table to the bathroom?
like
no.
a slug, like a shit trail.
No, so I finished
How
all that
long do you estimate that you were gone from the table?
about 25 minutes.
Oh,
Which is
God.
why, when I came back, I knew I couldn't lie about what had happened. Because I thought it was obvious.
How many people were there?
Just Meg.
Okay.
So I came
So
back
you
to
had
the
to
table.
come clean.
Came back to the table and I was like,
By yourself for half an hour.
yeah, she was like just messing around on the phone. I came back and sat down. I was like, I didn't even sit down. I just stood by the chair. I was like, I've shit myself. We've got to leave immediately. And she was like, okay, and got up. And then in the car on the way back to her place, she was like streaming with laughter, like crying. So changed my jeans. I just felt really uneasy for a while, for the rest of the day. Got on a plane.
Let me ask you a question. While you were in the bathroom, did you at all look for windows to climb out of or anything?
No.
Like, did it
All
ever
I
cross
did
your
was
mind,
have
I
one
can
foot-
escape? I don't have to go back to the table.
Did you look
I
for a
just
way to
start
hang
clean.
yourself and just end it all right there?
That I was thinking
Anything
about. I
sharp.
thought about pulling the back of the toilet up and just drowning myself. In the system. So,
Because it'd be gross to do it in the toilet bowl
so yeah, I was holding the door shut. Someone tried to get in while I was doing that, so I was just like, I'm in here.
for 25 minutes.
Please don't.
Come
Please don't.
back tomorrow.
I'm throwing my underwear away. Give me a minute.
Then I got on a plane, and that was
Terrible decision.
uneasy.
Was it the same day?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So basically, went to the bog right before in the airport, got everything I could out. At this point,
God.
it's just water.
So
Like,
this is an ongoing problem that you had.
yeah, it's just wet. It's like wet water coming out of my bum.
Wet water.
Just bum wee. Got on the plane, and fell asleep.
Oh no, have you ever listened to the podcast before? Don't do that.
My bum relaxed in my sleep.
Oh.
I had a repeat scenario. I then had to repeat exactly what I'd done in the restaurant, except in a 1 foot by 1 foot plain bathroom, which wasn't easy.
So
I've now got no underwear on and I'm in jeans. There's about 40 minutes of the flight left.
That is no safety barrier.
I'm feeling even worse. I think the altitude is like boiling all my water.
Does it get hotter?
So I was just sat there like this on a plane, and that was the longest 40 minutes of my life.
He's
Just
now
like,
holding his asshole together.
just like trying to clench it and not even think about like relaxing my anus for 40 minutes.
Now,
So I made it. No. I made it.
When you shit yourself on the plane, were you sleeping? You shit yourself that woke you up,
Yeah.
or did you wake up and you would shit yourself? Like, how long were you sitting
Or
in
was
your
it the
shit?
smell that woke you
Wait,
up?
did other people
Like a
smell
baby.
it first? Right? Were you like sleeping in it for like?
Were you crying
an
and
extended
cranky?
period of time? or-
But there was a line for the toilet.
so
Oh,
you're
God.
sitting in your shit while you're waiting,
I was
or were
just
you
holding it.
standing?
I was just holding it.
You're lucky the line wasn't there before you went.
It was.
Oh, really?
What do you mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I thought when you came out, you saw a line of people because you were there
I had to
another
wait in
25
line.
minutes.
So you
you had to
woke
wait
up.
in line? Oh,
Were you
what a
standing or were you still
nightmare.
sitting?
I was stood.
So you
gonna
pulled
sit,
all
eh?
your crap up, and
Yeah.
you're just like
How
covered
long-
in filth.
How long were you in the tiny bathroom in the plane?
About 20 minutes.
If you're in there too long, they'll knock on the thing and say, "Is there a problem?" Like
Yeah.
where you're in there making a
Shit, man.
bomb.
And I would have replied yes.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I need some underwear. Stat.
I think that in that situation they'd want him in there.
Okay, so-
to
yeah.
contain that.
Yeah, I cleared all that up. I put like 10 layers of toilet paper in the bottom of my jeans. That was my new underwear.
That helps.
And then I survived. And then that night, I went to sleep, and I pooed the bed in the night.
Did you really?
The poo fairy visited you.
So is this like permanent? Are you done with this?
You leave $1, then they leave a turd. It's like the reverse tooth fairy.
That's the worst fairy of all
So
kinds.
did your sheets take a beating?
Yep, changed those.
Burned them.
And then, yeah, basically in the span of 24 hours, I shit myself about 5 times.
That I suspect the first time we sat down to play Mario Kart together, I was playing with the tilt controller, the tilt Wii controller, Mario Kart 8, and Ashley had the gamepad, and she fucking destroyed me the first 2 races, like absolutely killed me. And I have a feeling she threw the last 2 races. I haven't confirmed it yet, but I have a feeling
That's
she did.
sad.
Yeah, that's sad. That's
Yeah.
a sad moment in any relationship when it's like, don't throw this. She's like,
It's
"Oh."
like that's like faking an orgasm.
Yeah, it is,
It's,
right?
it's worse.
Is it worse?
It's
More
worse.
insulting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I have a sneaking suspicion. I'll have
Have
to
you ever
confirm it
faked
with
it?
her. What's that? Yeah. Haven't you? In my life, yes.
Why?
Just to get out of like being. It's good. I'm a good actor.
What did you do? Is like very quietly spit. He's like, oh, there we go.
How do you lie about that?
You must be a great actor.
But no, if you're sleeping with someone you don't really know all that well, you have a condom on anyway, so you're not worried about like. I like to turn the back. I'll be like Gavin with. Have you ever seen when Gavin goes around with the hand sanitizer and he shoots it at people? It's so fucking disturbing. And then he has his iPhone like set at like spout level, so all you see is this spray and
Oh
people
yeah, I made an RT life. I forgot about it.
freaking out.
I was trying
about
to convince him he should buy a dildo that squirts.
Am I alone? By the way, am I alone in that? You've never faked an orgasm in your life?
I never have.
Really? Ever?
My hand can always
Never.
tell.
What's that?
I can never fool it.
All right. Well, I guess I'm
Does?
alone in that.
Imagine doing it to yourself.
Yeah, like, oh, that was great. It wasn't.
You look in the mirror and cry.
Gavin's
I can't
blown
get
away
over this.
here. Gavin has a look of shock
Really?
on his face. Look at him.
Someone you don't know very well.
It's like
So
he
it's
doesn't even
like-
know who you are anymore.
So imagine it was one of the first few times with this person,
Yeah.
and then you just decided you didn't.
It's
wanna
more than one
finish.
person, probably. I mean, it doesn't seem like that foreign a concept to me.
What's interesting to me is that, like, probably like at first I was on board, like, okay, maybe I could see him having done it. That means you've done it multiple times.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you guys don't ever have like delay tactics of like extending stuff, and after a while you're like, oh, I fucking delayed too much. Now it's just gonna be like, now it's gonna be a long fucking time. We're gonna have to.
That I know what you're talking about. And sometimes it's just like, listen, the window's passed. What are you gonna do? I've never thought to be like,
Oh,
see you later.
well, I mean, basically that's the same thing. I mean, I would say you end it without a discussion.
It's
Basically,
not the same thing, though. I'm just like, there's no, I like pretending something happened. It's just like, listen, it's just
yeah. If I don't know the person as well, I would have not had the
Nah.
conversation.
just not gonna happen.
If I was acting and trying to fake it, I think I'd go over the top with it. I wouldn't be able to just match the same level of.
Let's go ahead, please fill us in.
Do it.
But
I
let's
just can't
let's
imagine
just
what
make
you-
the body fluid circuit for this
I
podcast.
just can't
Let's do
imagine
it.
what you would have done at the moment where you, because in your head you're thinking this is going nowhere. I've got to stop this,
Yeah.
and then you were like, shall I just? Yeah, I'll just fake. I'll fake the climax. Here we go. What would you do? How would you
He
even
was
do
there.
that?
What's that? I mean, it's fake. It's just like anything else. You just fake it.
How'd you do it?
Nah, good try. Good try. It's pretty much like what you did, but a little bit better.
Oh my god. Tell you what, I just got over one of those huge milestones, and it's fucking planning a wedding.
Yep.
And I didn't even do it. But I was
Congratulations.
waiting for it to end.
This
Thank
is,
you.
This is your first podcast
It
sporting
was
your wedding bash.
a
have a
lovely
wife.
wedding.
Thank you.
It was a great time.
Lindsay did all the work, and I did nothing.
It showed.
But
it showed because
it's
it was a
true.
very nice
It would have
ceremony.
been shitty if I did it, but I still had to put up with her talking about it for a year and a half. And I was just like, God damn it. Like, she was getting more and more excited as it was coming closer and closer. And then, within the last 2-3 weeks, it was excitement and then a little bit of, like, sadness that it was ending because it occupied so much of her time of planning it. And she was just like, it's kind of sad that it's ending, right? And I'm like, I could not be more fucking happy that it's going to be over. I can't tell you. Like, I don't want to get it done and over with, but let's just get it over with.
I think that's why a lot of women get pregnant quite quickly after the wedding because it's like the next project.
What is your statistical analysis that brought you to that conclusion? That people
it's
get
like-
pregnant right away?
You know,
I mean,
you
some
need like
people do it.
you need like a new big life goal.
He didn't.
Women's rights with Dr. Gavin Free.
Yeah, no kids there.
Yeah.
They got married. No
Some
kids.
people like it. I get what you're saying, but it's not everybody that gets married.
I know it's not everybody.
Lindsay's cousin, whose wedding we went to
Honestly,
last year, we
who's-
saw him at the wedding, and his wife is ready to plop out a baby. They got married and was like, baby.
There you go.
It's like
you
within
said
like a month.
the reason the women get pregnant after they get married right away is because they need a life goal after they were planning the wedding.
He did say that.
What do you
Yes.
mean? What do you mean?
I mean, they could have a life goal already.
You
like
set goals
work
for
or
yourself. That's what
something.
life is. It's like, well, I want to achieve this. Let's do it. Done. Now I
Okay,
wanna
no
achieve this.
need for a career.
Yeah.
Or
It's-
anything
it's-
else.
I think he's
What
pointing
are
out
you
the
talking
fact
about?
that he just
Career is additional. That's not.
No. You said there was like a life goal from planning the wedding to getting knocked up.
That is a new life goal. Yeah.
But you don't
You're
know
not gonna
that.
You're not gonna be like, baby
Well, I was like, I
marriage.
need something
But you
else to
don't-
do.
you don't
I got
know
all this
that
time from not
everyone
planning a
wants to have
wedding.
kids.
My
Gavin.
order's all fucked up.
What do you
Baby
mean?
marriage.
What's everyone going mental about?
Because you're like, all right, the lady gets married. She got nothing to do. Baby.
No, she got nothing to do.
Basically what you just
You
said.
said she had extra time because she wasn't planning a wedding.
Sitting around doing
Gavin,
nothing all day eating
You
bonbons.
were just saying how Lindsay was sad that that bit was over. And
Right, so she
You
wasn't
threw a
like trying to have
cushion
a
at
baby to
yourself?
fill my time.
no, but now there's space for like a new thing. I know that Lindsay has a job. It's not like she's just a wife.
Right, but I mean, I think what they're saying here is maybe there's something else they could do besides having a baby.
I'm set. Screw it.
Are you having a baby?
No, I'm not. Not
No?
yet. I mean,
No.
eventually. A couple years.
God, one of my favorite things ever from. Did you guys ever watch Jackass 2.5?
Yeah.
No.
2.5.
It was like
that the DVD one.
It was a DVD one.
It was a DVD one, but there was like tons of shit that wasn't in the movie.
God, it was so
It was like
fucking
almost
funny.
a different movie.
Yeah, I think it was the additional one. There was the 2, and then there was 2.5.
Yeah.
It was all new stuff. But you know those C clamps? Those like super hard clamps that you always see on movie production sets?
Yeah.
They're like just like it's gonna be
Well, the ones
Johnny
that are, like-
Knoxville. Yeah, no, it's like it just looks like a big clothespin. And you have to like
Well, that's
jam
not a
it.
C clamp then, is it?
No, it's not a C clamp. What are those called? You're right. It's not a C clamp.
It's like the little clips.
Yeah, it's like a clip clamp.
It's like an industrial chip clip.
Well,
Kind of,
Clayton will
kind
know.
of.
Clayton, what's that thing called? One of those clips
What's
called.
the thing? 5
There's
seconds.
one behind the set, yeah. But what are they called?
I don't know what it's called, but here's
Give me
one.
that.
Maybe
Give
when
me
I
that.
look
Give me
at
one.
it,
That's
it'll
even
tell
better.
us what the fuck it's called. And that was a terrible throw, Blaine.
Most athletic guy, Blaine just threw
Not
it
athletic, okay?
2 feet away.
You work out your glamour muscles.
So
work
this
out
is
on your
it.
fucking core, Blaine.
So
Jesus
this is it
Christ.
right here. This is the clamp.
You think you can work your forearms with those?
Yeah, you can
God.
look. Rah, rah,
He
rah.
barely got it on the set.
So Johnny Knoxville attached a fake crab to this, and he would walk up to people and he'd like walk
Oh,
up,
my
like
God.
right the back of their arm, and he'd go wink, and they'd go out, and they'd turn around. There's a crab. They'd be in the middle of a sound stage, and they'd see a crab. On it.
Dude, those moves are fucking hilarious.
Who the hell would think of that?
Fucking
You know?
hilarious.
And they always struck me as one of the funniest things ever. And he'd walk around with this crab clamp all day long. So it's this. I don't know what this is called, but these things are fucking tough as shit. Like
Gator clamp.
gator clamp. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, those
they're
things
tough.
hurt.
They hurt.
You okay?
Can you
Yeah.
put it on your ear right now?
Put it on my ear.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. Don't listen
It's
to
probably
them.
not that
Okay,
bad.
that's okay. I got it. There we go.
Oh my God! I can't believe you did
Gavin,
that.
do
You
it.
put it on something?
On my ear.
I'll give you a $10 to put it on your bottom lip.
That'll hurt.
Let it go. Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Put your bottom lip.
Oh, that's crushed it.
That's the way it works.
And that's the
That's
day
done what
Gab
it's supposed to do.
got a flat ear. On your nose?
Gavin,
Oh,
don't make
Gavin,
that thing even
don't.
bigger.
Don't
It'll
do it.
spread the pressure out over such a large surface area. It'll
What
be
if it just
fine.
never came
That's
back?
the moneymaker, dude. Don't mess with that. You
Yeah,
don't tug
we
on
used to have
Superman's cape.
contests with these on set. I put these in several places on my body.
Horrible places.
Not my nuts.
In
though.
them?
Do the back of your arm. See if you can do that.
Like this.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a clamp pro. Oh, that looks painful.
Now
if I
imagine
slap
you
it a
feel
little
that, and then you look back.
And there's a crab there.
The crab. Oh, this was so funny. But
Crabs are weird animals. Crabs are fucking funny to me.
anything that lives in the
There-
ocean is weird.
There is something comedic about watching the way a crab walks, like sideways. And I know there was like every now and then whenever I would go to the beach in Puerto Rico, there were some crabs that when they'd look at you, they'd like point their pinchers at you like they were guns. And then like if another person walked up, they'd be like,
The Puerto
like
Rican thing.
having
guys.
a standoff. Like, come on, dude, you're not fooling anyone. You just have pinchers.
It's like the end of the good, bad, and the ugly.
When they have their claws like this, do they ever cross their claws like this, like left and right? And like,
You know it's a gangster crab when it turns it sideways.
it snips like up and down. It's less accurate that way, but it's way more
Back
threatening.
up! Back up!
Oh, I love crabs. So fucking funny.
So are they walking sideways or are they looking sideways?
They're walking sideways. They
crabs
face
walk
this way.
sideways.
They face this way. I mean, they're walking. You're saying the whole animal is based on which direction they walk?
Well, if they walk in one direction, that's forwards.
Well, then that would be like if
Wouldn't forwards be the way you're looking?
but then their arms, everything is sideways. So they're walking sideways. The orientation of the animal is this way, and it walks.
Yeah, so it
this
just doesn't
way.
have a face on the side of it.
no, I mean it's looking one way and walking the other way.
Yeah.
Its face is under its eyes.
But which way is
Or its
forward,
mouth.
left or right?
Either way, it has options. It's going places.
Fucking Christ.
But they all walk the same. They all
Just
face the
shut
same
the fuck
direction,
up.
don't they?
What if a crab started running forwards though? That would freak you the fuck out, wouldn't it? Like, I mean, what's the?
He starts screaming.
Dot, dot, dot.
What is this?
Bye.
Bye.
Gavin burped. Don't tell me.
Never even learned to play the guitar all too well. But I was listening to a